And now you're under my control.
Makes your day. He brings you the world, the stars and the songs. Mike makes your day. He does what you'd like to and takes you along. Mike makes your day.
I'm really happy. I am so happy. Oh, hava, hava. It's fun. So, very cool. But the KillTony gang has been having some problems. I kind of want to ask Redban about this, my buddy Redban. They've been having some issues there at the Comedy Mothership. You know, and we kind of predicted this when they were doing their show at the Vulcan. Is that what it's called? The Vulcan bar?
Yes.
Right? It's like a bar with bands. That's what, you know, we were used to seeing for the last couple of years there in Austin. And it was a bar setting. You know, there was a bar. The crowd was lively. They were able to walk around and drink. It was a big hang. All the comics who were on the show were in the crowd. The whole place was packed. Everybody's drinking and having a good time. However, now they're at the Comedy Mothership with all these rules, right? You're walking in. It's almost kind of like going to watch a teacher give a talk now. You're more in a theater setting. It's not as rambunctious and fun. And it looks like the fans are starting to notice, hey, this show ain't the same here at the Comedy Mothership. Uh-oh, you guys thought this would be huge, but now we're here and it's kind of not the right setting. So I don't think we did this. Let's take a look at some of the incidents that happened this week with the old band, Jermemiah Watkins, Joelberg Joel Hernandez, and of course Jetski Johnson Peluso, or whatever her name is. Remember the old band led by Jermemiah? Now, this is great because we're also going to be kind of covering Jermemiah here, who I've been after for years. Jermemiah is repulsive in every way. I mean, I've seen so much of his stuff. He's not only as weird as it gets, I believe he is dangerous in a way. I've always been after him. He used to be the leader of the old band, and they would do bits, they would do characters, and the crowd loved it. They loved it so much that when KillTony moved to Austin, and they didn't come with, and Tony got a new band, the KillTony fans were furious. Okay, they wanted the old band back. They hated the new band. They can't stop talking about the old band. But at the very same time, KillTony kind of exploded as a show and got tons of new fans. Probably more fans. They got more new fans than they ever had fans. Okay, so their old audience who loved the old band is like a tiny percentage of their new audience now, which doesn't know the old band. So Tony and Brian have it in their head that everybody wants to see the old band, right? Because they complained about it for 6 months. So he brings back the old band. And that's what we're going to watch today.
Yes.
The new audience don't like the old band. No, they don't get it. They think just what we think. So wait till you see this. This is from the most recent app. Tony, no, this is KillTony 605 with Kevin Ryan and H. Foley and Giannis Pappas. Is that true? The Are You Garbage guys. They couldn't make me more sick, and this Giannis Pappas couldn't be more boring. So you've got them. I hate that big, fat Kevin Foley. I saw Danny Woodward, one of our main listeners, went after H. Foley. Is that his name? H. Foley? Yeah, you got
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can find
Yeah, see if you could find that he went after him this week. And yes, please scare the living bejesus out of this H. Foley, because these Are You Garbage guys. Let me pull up a picture of the two of them.
No, it wasn't H. Foley. It was Zach Amico.
No, he went after H. Foley too. This was recent, very recent. I just saw it with my own eyes the other day. I'll show you these Are You Garbage guys. Let me pull up a good picture of the two of them. All right, this is a beautiful photo. Exactly what I was looking for. Let's see. Here they are. And you've probably seen them all over your goddamn sub box, right? Is it just a miracle that these two idiots, the most boring two guys in the world, are everywhere now? Well, we're going to look into that too, because I think they got a little marketing power behind them. I think they just signed a new deal. These boys is trying to get famous. I'm starting to notice this a lot. The comedians, every hopeful comedian, every comedian out there started to kind of realize what's going on here and the potential that they have to be very rich and pretty famous. You know, we've seen Tim Dillon, Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer, Theo Vaughn, all these guys who get into the Rogan world, they're huge now. I mean, Theo Vaughn's getting millions of views per episode. These people are filthy rich now. So you're starting to see all these other comics go, I want that. And they're signing up for whatever thing Theo Vaughn signed. You know, you got Stavros, you got the Are You Garbage guys, you got this Sam Talent guy. Go to their Instagrams. Every one of them's the same. Same format, same clips, market. They're on all, every day. These two are on everybody's podcast. There's something fishy about it to me. It's more than just marketing. I'll look into that deeper later. But first, let's open this episode of KillTony with the old band. Here we go. Go after Kevin H. Foley or whatever his name is. H. Foley. Go after him. Here we go.
Oh, Kill merch.
Yes, I got to talk about. We'll show you. They just launched. Fans have been dying for it. I guess they haven't sold merch in a long time. Fans have been clamoring for merch from KillTony. So here it is, an announcement. Kill merch. Yeah, we'll go over that later, I think. Kill merch 4/18/23. We're going to show you the merch. We're going to show you what the fans thought of the merch. It ain't good. Here we go. KillTony, killmerch.com. Okay, let's start the show. Here we go, folks. The old man. Have another one for this. Let's get involved. They're coming. Here's everybody to our wonderful Tony.
I gotta come back next time to see how that works out.
Here he comes. Redbar! He looks amazing.
Hey, this is Redbar coming to you live from the Comedy Mothership here in Austin, Texas for a brand new episode of KillTony. Get up for Tony Hinchcliffe!
Silence!
Are you guys ready for the best fucking night of your lives tonight or what?
That's a big promise. Best fucking night of your lives. We'll see about that, Tony.
Oh, I need to show that quick shade.
Fuck yeah. Welcome to KillTony, brought to you by the Red Rose, the Yellow Rose.
So let's see where he introduces this band here. You've got H. Foley. Oh, look at H. Foley, this big pile of fucking shit. Look at this guy. And these guys, by the way, go silent most of the episode.
Hey, can somebody draw me like a Far Side style comic where I don't know what the joke is, but the image depicts Tim Dillon and H. Foley standing there looking. It's at like a giant Hawaiian shirt store where there's.
Casey, you're great.
Thank you.
Very good. So look at that. Tony getting scolded by Shane. Let's go back to episode 605. Idiots are still going to love you, okay? You could still get the Barstool Sports guys. You don't got to wear this. What is this anyway? Notre Dame?
I don't know.
Well, she's not from America, but you got to stop wearing that. Those shirts are pathetic.
He should try adding a scarf.
To cover his tits and guns.
Anyway, yeah. Casey, you're great.
Thank you.
Very good. So look at that. Tony getting scolded by Shane. Let's go back to episode 605 and let's see how the audience likes the old band. The new audience. See how the new audience likes the old band at KillTony.
Yee-hoo! How about one more time for the great Brian Redband, everybody?
Hey, everybody!
Fuck yeah. Welcome to KillTony, brought to you by the Red Rose, the Yellow Rose.
So let's see where he introduces this band here. You've got H. Foley. Oh, look at H. Foley, this big pile of fucking shit. Look at this guy. And these guys, by the way, go silent most of the episode.
Hey, can somebody draw me like a Far Side style comic where I don't know what the joke is, but the image depicts Tim Dillon and H. Foley standing there looking. It's at like a giant Hawaiian shirt store where there's Hawaiian shirts hanging at the store, and they're huge, like tent size.
Tim Dillon, H. Foley, and what are they doing? They're both.
They're maybe holding them up, maybe they're shouting them, and the joke is up to you. I just want to see that image.
Yeah, I think that would be good. They're exactly the type of guys who would be in a comic.
I mean, imagine how big that would be if he took it off.
That's a big shirt, man. I mean, that's a lot of fabric that he wants for the same price. You know, they all want it for the same price as the amount of fabric I get.
It almost like it would be so much bigger off than on.
So much bigger.
Yes. I need to see these
You
shirts
could blanket
off.
a picnic table with that, easily. So I despise this H. Foley. There's something about a fat guy doing his hair that really is eerie. You know, like, you're so fucking fat, like, you're definitely going to die from comedy. But you do your hair, like, you should see, he, like, really does his hair as if he's a regular person. It's very weird. And then meanwhile, his co-host has no hair. And again, this is like Tom. This is like, who are we showing? Dave Landau. You're fucked if H. Foley dies. There is no life after it. When H. Foley goes, and it could happen soon, these big guys, they die. The big comics die. And we know H. Foley is going down death's door right now, walking down that hallway to hell. You're going to be left with nothing. I hope you understand. You know, these guys are making $77,000 a month on Patreon. And poor H. Foley has to split it evenly with this guy, Kevin. What is his name?
Kevin.
Is it Kevin? We don't even know. Imagine how much, and the resentment is building. H. Foley lucked out. He went on everyone's podcast. Kevin Ryan.
Not very memorable.
No, not memorable at all. But H. Foley really lucked out. He went on everyone's podcast. He had them all come on his, and now he's in. He's in the scene. And now he's getting 8,000 Patreons and growing. And he's got to split half that money with that bald fuck, who he knows, if it were the other way around, and if it was just this bald fuck, there'd be no money. So Foley is probably getting upset. He wants that cash. Once that cash starts pouring in, there's going to start being little problems. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy gets booted out. I hope. Okay, let's see what happens here.
Hell yes. We are doing this shit. Welcome, Giannis Pappas, your first time on the show.
First time.
We're going to have so much fucking fun. Giannis Pappas does the Giannis Pappas Hour. Available everywhere. Kevin Ryan.
He's another guy in the machine now. They found the manager. He cut the deal with the devil. Take 60%. I don't care. Just make me famous. And they do it. They got all the tricks in the book, these management companies. And they put them in the same program. You know, so now Giannis is in this mix going, I saw Theo Vaughn's getting 1 million views. He's making millions of dollars. I gotta shoot my shot. And they're all shooting their shot right now. You'll notice it's making me sick. They're all going for it now. Going for it a little too much. I think it might backfire very soon. All right, so let's see. Tony's going to introduce the old band where he thought this would bring the house down. I mean, he thought this was going to be like the most epic episode of KillTony ever.
And H. Foley, of course, of the Are You Garbage podcast.
Thank you, buddy.
One of my favorite podcasts I've ever done.
Shit at him.
And you guys have been on this show before. Giannis' first time.
If you go to an H. Foley show and throw a double hamburger at his head and film it, I will give you $1,000.
No, that counts as assault.
Okay, well then throw it next to him.
Just throw the image of a double hamburger, but it's actually made by like a hologram kind of.
It's too absurd. What about a fishing pole with a hamburger and you lead him out the door and into the road where he gets hit by a truck? You do it. Yeah, what can we legally do to H. Foley? Think of some options here today.
But we're going to have a fucking blast. Giannis, you might not know this, but
Look at his hair. You see what I mean about his hair? That's too much
The worst thing about him is his mouth by far. That's
wait till you see. We'll try to pause it. Like
I
Papa.
would even the weight is number 2 to the mouth.
Yeah, it's definitely the mouth that annoys me.
200 comedians signed up for the opportunity to be on this show tonight.
200 comedians signed up. And guess what? They're not allowed in the club because it's limited seating. You know, there's only so many seats and they want to sell each one of them. It's not a bar like the Vulcan that they were in. So the comedians cannot hang out. So where do the comedians go, you might ask? Well, in an alley behind the club. Yes, they are forced to stand outside, 200 comedians, for hours in an alley, just standing there. All the comedians in this dirty, disgusting alley with garbage cans. And they have to wait till they hear their name called, and then they run in from the alley. That does not sound like fun. It also doesn't sound like something the city of Austin really would want. 200 people in an alley 2 times a week, every night. Something bad's going to happen in that alley eventually.
Someone in the chat says, H. Foley has borrowed and never returned my neighbor's tools and still interacts and talks like a used car salesman to the same neighbor, never mentioning the tools again.
I need to know more. I hope this is true. This is just a comment from our chat. Dave Foley never returned my neighbor's tools. If this is true, and I believe it, if it's not true, you're the best comic that we have as a listener. You're the best comedian. I can imagine that. He's like one of those guys. He's one of those shitheads where, you know, and that's why, again, the fanfare he's experiencing right now is so backwards because, yeah, this is a guy who won't return your tools. You know, he's a real fuck up. And I just don't like him. Giannis, decent man. I don't need him. And I'd like to scare him. Okay, let's see what happens. But 200 people in the alley. Now, the alley, and I'm not saying anything here, but the alley looks very similar to the road in Charlottesville that the car plowed down. So imagine 200 people in a street.
No.
I'm just saying, it looks very similar to a Charlottesville type of scene. Does anyone have what is this, a Dodge Charger you need? Mustang? What do you need? I'll buy you the Mustang.
That seriously is dangerous.
It is dangerous. You can't have 200 people standing outside like that. Sorry.
What if
you could have a line, and the line needs to be inside within 10 minutes,
a half hour? Busiest street in Austin.
Well, they're in the alley.
Just like turned down the alley by accident.
And they're blocking the alley. Here's the big thing: that alley needs to be open. It's the same thing. You can't park your car in an alley and go fuck off. You can't have 200 people blocking an alley because, yes, what if a car needs to come down there or an emergency vehicle? Where are they going to park? 200 people aren't going to all step out of the way for a car to go by. I mean, it's absurd. They've turned the place into like a festival grounds back there. This can't be legal. Somebody call the city and report this because then they'll have nowhere to go. Where are you going to put the 200 signups if not the alley? They can't stand out front. The city won't allow it. I don't think the city knows that they're in the alley yet. But believe me, that alley must be cleared. I cannot have one of my Austin.
And also the energy of the show is way lamer now that they all have to stand outside in the alley.
Yeah, the energy. There's no energy.
They were all kind of in the back drinking, waiting to get up, and there was like a shot of them all waiting there, and they could like hear what the other comics were saying, and it was like a whole different thing. But
it was a whole different vibe. Like, now they're on stage. This place, by the way, the Comedy Mothership, looks like a school auditorium. I mean, it really has the same vibe as your school stage. Remember that gay ass fucking stage in your school?
Like right below
it's like Tony, that. Look at the curtain.
Expect there to be a wood parquet floor instead of
And on the side is a teacher's piano, a wooden teacher's piano, and also it's in the gym. It's being shared as the basketball court. It's very similar to that.
Bouncing a ball.
My junior high gym was the theater and the basketball court mixed. I don't know if anyone else had that. Junior high though, and we used to jump on stage during gym class and go behind the curtain, and I'd steal all the microphones from the theater. And they were Shure SM58s, the stage mics everyone used or whatever they're called. Those were like $119 at the time. You know, I was in a band and we needed gear, and that's where we got our gear. We stole it from the school. They had no security cameras. Those didn't exist back then. You had to be rich. Schools, are poor.
The guy who accused Foley
okay.
is the best.
Let's get to this show. Watch what happens. We're going to pick it apart.
Very, very exciting. If I pull their name out of the bucket, they get 60 seconds of stand-up comedy time, uninterrupted. You know their time is up and you hear the sound of a kitten. That means they have to wrap it up then, or else they bring out the angry West Hollywood bear, which...
No, it was not a Coke freestyle machine. That's exactly what I'm not into. Coke freestyle is a new thing you see at Five Guys. That's disgusting. This was a Coke Select. It was like a 1960s Coke machine. It had a big dial. It wasn't freestyle. You couldn't mix Mountain Dew with Coke. Okay, here.
Interrupts their set. Yeah, that's just if they go too long. Anyway, after their time is up, I interview them. We have a bunch of fun. We all meet them together. Anything can happen. The whole thing is improvised. Ugh. You guys ready to start tonight's show?
We are.
Well, before we do, I have a very special announcement. How many of you have been listening to this show, or at least gone back in the catalog from 2 or 3 years ago and earlier? Huh? How many of you are really longtime fans of this show?
Yeah, I would say about half the audience are saying they're longtime fans of the show during this survey here by Tony C. Okay, or at least they're clap. They probably just want to clap. Answer him with a clap. They're going to join in.
And earlier, huh? How many of you are really longtime fans of this show? Well, you newbies out there, you might not know this, but we used to have an entirely different band. They would come out in full characters. They would commit to these characters throughout the show. Sometimes they would change characters throughout the show. Legends of the show. When we moved to Austin, they all have families and things. They all stayed in Los Angeles. And but tonight is a special, special night. So joining the new band, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the former KillTony band, everybody.
Here they come. Jessie Jetski comes out first, and she's dressed like Redbar.
Hey everybody, this is Redbar coming to you live at the Comedy Mothership. Give it up for your host, Tony Hinchcliffe!
Now, Joelberg Joe Mendez comes out dressed as Tony Hinchcliffe. So you're going, okay, I'm starting to get it now. Foley's starting to chink out. Foley's starting to get excited here. So let's see.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. No eye contact or I'll give you cancer. We're moving the show to North Korea. They're more compliant there.
Foley's got his mouth wide open as if little fish are getting scooped up as he goes through the ocean. This isn't even a bad... It's always... I didn't catch him at a moment. Watch.
Guys, you know how this...
I could watch his fucking open mouth all day. Let's see if we could get it here.
We're moving the show to North Korea. They're more compliant there.
Hey, he has a lick.
Guys, you know how...
He scoops up fish. Okay, so they're imitating the band, and this seems funny enough, right? So the audience thought.
This shit works. Every week I have one of my funniest friends come out. Tonight is no different. Please, put your hands together for Joe Rogan.
Right. Jeremiah comes out dressed like Rogan. It's a pathetic attempt. Nobody does Rogan like I did Rogan on Halloween.
No.
Everybody looks terrible. Here's Jeremiah looking like Barry, the guy from Barry. And he comes out and he does, you know, this is at the Comedy Mothership. Everybody there knows Rogan, front to back. We should play that new clip from Rogan's dad, too. That's crazy.
Yes.
Everybody there knows Rogan front to back. So a Rogan impression should be a slam dunk here. This should be easy. Simple. Let's see how it goes. He takes out a mini Traeger grill.
kicked an elk. He now has a grill. That is elk and jalapenos, I do believe. Those are real jalapenos. Let's not make too much of a mess here.
Now he's taking out
oh my goodness,
a pool glove, and he's going to do some billiards.
He's put on a pool glove, and he's lining up his shot. Wow.
Red Band is left.
That is Joe Rogan's diet.
To be nice.
With a grill. Oh!
He breaks the pool cue.
He just broke the pool cue. For those of you listening to the podcast and not watching, it appears to be the real Joe Rogan.
Okay.
If he was the lead singer for REM, or it appears to be.
REM stands for Ready to Eat Meat.
Okay.
Rare elk meat.
Okay, so the crowd goes, Now, back in the old day with the old band, the crowd would just die. They knew this old band. They knew their type of humor. They knew their humor is kind of like pathetic, but that's what makes it funny, right? You had to be there. You had to know them. But it doesn't seem to be working so well with the new audience.
Rogan's Club has 2 stages, but clearly Rogan is stage 4 right now. Still trying to chew through that first piece of sausage over there.
Let's go, Jeremiah. You got to do the bit. Rogan
still
talk.
A little more. Post swallow, second round. Joe Rogan, welcome to the show.
I always listen to Tony about swallowing.
Oh, there you go. Very good. Yes, indeed.
I'm gay.
Yes. Yep.
You sons of bitches!
Okay, don't take advantage.
And Red Band looking a little bit healthier than usual over there. What do you got, a sound effect? Oh, just like the actual Red Band, yeah.
Very accurate, very accurate.
Perfect.
Okay, so they're laughing now. The novelty is new, but it wears off very quickly. Let's go to some of our favorite time codes of the band bombing. All right, so let's see here. What do I got? KillTony with the old band. Let's go to 8:30. Oh, no, let's go to 1925, right?
Or you can go to 2520.
2520. Okay, we're going to watch Jeremiah do a pretty bad Rogan impression. What was that code again?
2520.
2520. Okay, this is where it begins. This is where the crowd really starts going, oh, they're not very funny.
A cook, what else?
Like editing videos sometimes, guess.
Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is your favorite apex predator?
Good question, Joe Rogan with a great question.
My favorite.
You like the bear?
All right, Joe, relax. We know.
I'm going to say the police.
Okay, was that what we wanted to show there? Okay, so that's not Rogan. Rogan doesn't do that, and the crowd was like, "Eee," a little freaky. All right, what's our next one?
Let's do a little detour at 3850.
Okay, 3850. What do we got here?
This is David Lucas's set.
Ooh, we have some more controversy, don't we?
Yes.
And Jules caught this. So we got hundreds of thousands of people tuned into this experience here. Here's David Lucas, everybody, right? He's killing it, right? Well, David Lucas has been accused many times of taking jokes from Twitter and using them in his KillTony sets. It's been a big thing for many years now. It started out with, wow, he's just telling street jokes that everybody in the black roast community, the bebop hip-hop roasts, he's using all their jokes. Okay, so all these whites are laughing, thinking it's his stuff, but it's really, you know, black Twitter type of deal, the black comedy world, which none of the whites are involved in anymore. So he's just lifting everything from those black bombs coming over here.
And I finally caught one with my own eyes.
Jules caught one with her own eyes. Nobody else has reported on this, I don't think. So we're going to hear him do a joke, and then we're going to see, did he steal it? Let's find out. Right here, 3848?
Yeah, I think so.
Them niggas ain't about to trick me into being gay. That's all I know. I got an 8-year-old and a 3-year-old daughter. My 8-year-old, she's retarded as fuck, man. The other day, she gonna ask me, Daddy, were you sad when you were a slave? I'm like, bitch. I was born in 1990. Ask your grandma that bullshit. What the fuck is...
Okay, very funny joke, right? Little black kid comes up to his dad. Dad, what was it like being a slave? Very funny. I love hearing the word slave. However, is it too funny, maybe? Let's find out. So we're going to go to... is that in here or is it a separate?
It's the link right underneath.
Oh, the link. The Twitter link. Okay,
yeah.
Let's see this. So this is from March 26, 2023.
Not that long ago.
Not that long ago, from a guy named What is this? Oh, it's a girl. Oh, yeah, look at that. It's a girl, and it's ITUMELENG. Itu Nadia. Okay? Not David Lucas. So her joke here on Twitter is, my niece just asked me, did you cry when you were a slave? Sis, I was born in 97.
It's like the whole thing.
That's literally almost word for word. And they both just came up with this. Yes. So they both just came up with this joke. I don't know. I'll read it to you once again. My niece just asked me, did you cry when you were a slave? Sis, I was born in 97. All right, now let's go back to David Lucas's so you could hear it one more time. Let's compare. This is a bust, by the way. This is a bust.
Them niggas ain't about to trick me into being gay. That's all I know. I got an 8-year-old and a 3-year-old daughter. My 8-year-old, she's retarded as fuck, man. The other day, she gonna ask me, Daddy, were you sad when you were a slave? I'm like, bitch. I was born in 1990. Ask your grandma that bullshit.
All right, a couple of little add-ons, but that's word for word, if you ask me. That's a steal. Sorry.
It was like at the top of my For You page or something one day when I went on Twitter. It was like the universe wanted me to bust him.
And you found it. Jules from Redbar. What are the odds? Found that. I'll say this. Those people, right? They steal. I don't know why you got to steal. You'd be very funny, but that's a hard job to do. You know, he comes up with 60 seconds of new comedy now twice a week. He's got to do, and he's got to impress everybody and keep it better than the next week. So, yeah, what do you think? He's sitting there writing every day like Dave Landau? No. So that is a bust. You could share that with everybody, cut it up, make it nice. Keep the quality the same. Share that with everybody, and
but people have said that he does this like millions of times. So
why can't he be held accountable for this? What's it going to take?
Compilation.
And this is it. Joe Rogan's club. Joe Rogan made himself famous for the second time by going after Carlos Mencia for stealing jokes, including Ari Shaffir's. And Joe Rogan basically started this whole podcast career from that incident. So if anybody shouldn't be putting up with it, it's Joe Rogan himself. Meanwhile, David Lucas is in here stealing people's jokes all the time. Now, feel free to clip that and send it to...
this is the video you still want. Oh,
yeah, I know.
Just showing that again.
Feel free to clip this segment. Send it to this Twitter. Here's her name again. ITUMELENG. Send it to her. Go, we caught this guy, David Lucas, stealing your joke. Let's let her do the heavy lifting. Okay? She'll be furious. So, okay. And hopefully I didn't say anything bad about their heritage. If I did, it was just simply out of absurdity's sake. We're just trying to mimic these right-wing a-holes that we're after. There you go. I'm on their team, of course. Okay, so here's, David Lucas stealing. Very good. I like that one.
You could go to 40-20.
Yeah.
This is more of just the audience kind of getting tired of the band.
Wow, 40-20.
This is when he does his little roast sesh with David Lucas, who they love. So now David Lucas is the best.
David Lucas is the best guy now. For now. Okay, so let's see. This is where the band's really going to start falling apart here.
The fuck y'all got all these niggas on stage for, bro? I ain't never seen white people congregate like this, nigga. Unless they had hoods on with a burning cross.
Yeah.
I guess we need a bigger stage. I said bigger.
Yeah.
Ooh. The jokes are... I love when the jokes are rolling. You could clearly hear an audience rolling, laughing. Then someone chat. This is very similar to Crowder's Dead. And then it stops. So here's Jeremiah, and I get his joke. He's saying, I said bigger, like, not nigger, which, I'm sorry, the heritage. Those girls still might be watching. Stop, tune out. tune out. The black girl that we sent to tune out. I'm just quoting Joe Rogan. You know, Joe Rogan had an N-word scandal, so Jeremiah thought that would be a funny joke, but the crowd did not get it at all.
I guess we need a bigger stage. I said bigger.
Yeah.
Jeremiah, nigga, this motherfucker look like a creation from the army, like the ultimate soldier, nigga. Like
He's
he can't
spazzing
shot with
out.
regular bullets. You can only kill him in his right leg, nigga.
You have another version of me up here. I don't know if you know that. That's another Tony Hinchcliffe.
That nigga look like a Puerto Rican Pee Wee Herman. Boy, your ass out of here. Your ass is out of here with that bullshit.
So the band thought they would be the main funny attraction tonight. You know, Goldberg's looking around like, what am I supposed to do here? We're not trained for this. You know,
and
they're getting a little
dying
scared.
at David Lucas. Then every time a member of the band speaks up, they like go silent.
Yeah, let's hear that.
Which I actually think the band's jokes are better.
Yes, but yeah, it's just not working though. They're not doing it right.
Pee Wee Herman, boy, your ass out of here. Your ass is out of here with that bullshit, nigga. Your motherfucker got a Oompa Loompa wig on, nigga. I don't like the look of this. Turn your
Joel's mic's not even on. So Joel was supposed to do the comeback. Now no mic.
mic on, nigga. Turn the mic up, boy. Let this yeah.
Ooh, and he ends it with a never mind.
We got to keep that mic on, whatever we have to do.
The band's
I would
starting
ask
to
you to
bomb
turn
now.
around and face me, but it'll take 5 minutes.
Slightly.
Oh, shit.
I ain't even gonna respond to Jeremiah. That's why my back to that nigga, bro.
Wow. I ain't going to even respond. And Jeremiah knows a lot of this is kind of true. You know, they're not doing so well. They're starting to feel the heat.
There shouldn't be a guy behind a guy and then another guy behind that guy.
That's too many guys behind the guy behind the guy. Look at that. It's the
insane.
evolution of the whatever you want. Forget it. Yeah, a guy behind a guy behind a guy. And Jeremiah started, look at that. That's pain. This is psycho pain. This is a creep. He should have to shave his head like that if he wants to be such a creep. Go around like that.
This is disrespectful as a motherfucker. I got my back to Jeremiah like that.
Hey, David, if
Who
you were
said that?
if you were a slave, you'd pick cotton candy.
Okay, we got one.
That's a good one.
Oh
Nate.
my God!
This nigga look like a grown-up Elian Gonzalez, boy. Shut your dumb ass up.
Yeah, when I was in that inner tube, I thought I saw an okra whale.
Okay.
Just stop, bro. You better.
I heard
Just stop.
That fucking triple booster to live in LA got your ass whack as fuck, nigga.
I heard David Lucas didn't talk to Michael Lehrer in the last days of his life because he never met a vegetable that he liked.
Ooh, no. We do not bring up the
that's
late,
funny. Come
great, suicidic
Why didn't
Michael
they
Lehrer.
laugh at that?
Because Michael Lehrer is a recently deceased, by choice, pro-choice comic that killed himself, and people just, You know, Michael Lehrer talk kind of shuts down a room right now at the KillTony Club, okay? Oof. Anyone know where Michael Lehrer's grave is and where I could find it? Let's take some people on a ride to his grave.
On a ride.
Yeah, please. I would really like to visit Michael Lehrer's grave. If anyone has details on the location of his site, please let me know. I'd love to leave some of my belongings there to show my appreciation of his life and times. Thank you. All right, so the band is starting to bomb. Let's see this.
Michael Lehrer in the last days of his life because he never met a vegetable that he liked.
See what I'm saying? Nigga, go get another booster and try again, nigga. This motherfucker.
Go get another. Oh, so they're saying you boosted comics. You it's from LA. You got the vaccine. You're boosted. That's like the new diss now. Oh, man, this nigga boosted. Shit, he's sweet. He's sweet. You're going to find out who else is a little sweet in the gas tank. We've got some sugar in the tank. You'll find out coming up next. So, yeah, Jeremiah does not like everybody laughing at him. I mean, not Jeremiah, this Joel Hernandez. Okay, so the band's starting to get a little less confident here.
Okay, you can really skip ahead.
Yeah, what do we got
Go
next?
to so they changed costumes a bunch of times. Jeremiah comes out as that, like feminist Stacy.
Yes. Ooh, one of his most wretched characters, feminist Stacy.
You could just go to 59 for Jeremiah doing a nice yell. I love it when a guy does a yell.
5900?
Yeah.
All right. Jeremiah's going to do one of those overacted yells that makes people go, ooh, and sit down, man. Okay, watch this. So now he's dressed as feminist Stacy, and the idea is she's a raging feminist, but Jeremiah performs it so poorly, especially tonight, and the crowd is just not into it. Here.
Give us a little something special. You must have seen something crazy lately, right?
Dude, so there's this band I like called Little Big. There's a little person in the band, and I've definitely, because of her, looked at midget porn recently.
Ooh. It's called little person porn. Get with the times, you bitch.
All right, Stacy, relax. You're really amped up over there. Bryant.
Because Rogan didn't go over as well as I planned. I'm sorry. I thought it was going to do better at the Comedy Mothership, but this crowd likes Rogan too much. I'm sorry.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh, we're breaking the fourth wall now. Women have periods.
All right, Stacy. All right.
You're thinking about how it wasn't going over well.
Oh, dude, this kid is fucking ugly and weird.
Okay, now you can go to 142.00 for the best part.
Okay, 142.00. This is the best part. I remember this very well. Let's get there. It's a long hike to 42. 142.00. We're almost there, guys. Here we are. This is the part where it all comes crashing down.
Name some more things excitedly that you're looking forward to.
Now, Tony is dressed as a milkman now. He's over. I mean, Jesus, Jeremiah, milkman. They have the same build.
Yes.
Joelberg is who now?
Like a 50s husband.
A 50s husband. Okay, so these are weird characters. These are 50s characters.
And then Jesse is like the wife.
Okay, so Jesse is playing like a 50s wife. He's the 50s husband. And Jeremiah is the milkman. And this has nothing to do with nothing. These are just random characters that they came up with thinking this would be a hoot. Kids characters. So these characters, they don't have anything to do with comedy. They don't have anything to do with, you know, any inside joke or nothing. It's just some gay-ass theater bull that these three fruitcakes came up with, and it does not go over well.
To seeing in heaven.
Peeps, those chocolate eggs with the really yummy yolks inside. The
Cadberries.
Cradberries.
Crabberries.
Yeah, right.
Cradberries?
Cadberries.
You're saying that wrong. Blackberries? Cadberries, you mean?
What else do you think is going to be in heaven waiting for you, William?
Probably an Easter basket. I cannot wait till Easter.
It's going to start.
And that's actually when I'm going to finish watching Flipper, is probably over the Easter break.
Jeremiah's
I get 2 weeks off.
Okay, Milkman.
My heaven, maybe a milk delivery when the husband's not home.
Oh, laughs lighter than skim milk.
What did he even say?
Me?
No, Jeremiah.
I don't know. But it got light laughs. Let's hear that again.
Probably over the Easter break.
I
get 2 weeks off.
Okay, Milkman.
My heaven, maybe a milk delivery when the husband's not home.
All right.
Ooh. Now here is this Jet Ski Johnson. She's going to come in and save him, right? She's going to jump in. She's part of the band. We got to save this. So let's see how this plays out.
Maybe a milk delivery when the husband's not home.
All right.
He's saying he fucks me when my husband isn't there.
Unprofessional. That's kid comedy. So because, remember, this is some sort of weird improv troupe now where he's the milkman, she's the 50s wife, he's the 50s husband. And they're alluding to an affair going on between the milkman and the wife.
But why?
As if this is going to make us die laughing. We're adults. I'm 58 years old, for God's sakes. I mean, this is kid humor. So let's see. This gets really bad.
All right.
He's saying he fucks me when my husband isn't there. We're having an affair.
Bill Billingsley?
Fuck you.
Oh. Kid comedy. Unprofessional. So the band, Jeremiah is like shamed out of his mind back here. He really thought this was going to be like his big, another break for him. I mean, this was big for them. And they can't afford to fly out to Austin, for this. So it's really going bad. This gets even worse.
I wish you would.
You have always been a fucking slut.
William saving it.
I cannot believe you just said that shit. Holy shit.
It's going to go into rapid bombing.
I haven't been fucked in months, William.
Why?
Because my husband sucks. He's fucking his secretary and he's an alcoholic.
She needs a little strawberry in her milk.
Yeah. You might be that strawberry.
Look at what William's going. We for real with this shit. Let's back it up. Let's hear this. It's going to go even more. I believe there's a few more rounds. They're going to try with all their might to pull this thing back together. It never does.
He sucks. He's fucking his secretary and he's an alcoholic.
She needs a little strawberry in her milk.
Yeah. You might be that strawberry.
She wants you to flip her over.
She wants you to Netflix and chill.
Cool.
William, any parting words before we let you go? Giannis, you've seen William before, right? Or
Yeah.
Hey, wow. That was a nice disaster by the band, really falling apart there.
And that was only
we call
2
that the
minutes
extendo
from the
bomb. So we were watching this and, we were hoping and wishing, but we didn't think it would come true. But it did. The fans hated the old band. Let's look at some of the best comments here. And I think we're just going to pull up the Instagram here and scroll through. And there should be some nasty comments in here. So here they are. Let's see. The show is better without the old band constantly interrupting for attention. One of the top comments, 121 likes. We love this show, but the last couple shows have been rough. Am I the only one that feels like this? The old band stole the show and not in a good way. LOL. Yikes. Let's see. Old band ruined the flow of the show like usual.
That episode was bad. The old band ruined it, especially Jermemiah Watkins. That dude isn't funny at all.
Send this to Jeremiah. I need him reading every negative comment. Let's get together, pick out every negative comment from here to YouTube and everything. Send it a nice care package of cut out physical comments to Jeremiah's mailbox.
Old band ruined tonight's show. Nothing they said or did was funny whatsoever. Please never invite the old band back again.
Yep.
Jeremiah sucks. Never again. Trash emoji.
That episode was bad. The old band ruined it. Oh, yeah, that's the one you read.
The old band literally made the show unwatchable. The highlight of this episode was David Lucas calling it out for what it was.
Yeah.
Their hero.
Wow, look at this. Jeremiah sucks. Yeah, that's the one you read. I only liked the nostalgia of the old band. I never realized how much more I enjoy the new band. The old guys are just way too much. Stepping on jokes, being loud, dragging things out too long, constant interruptions. It's a shame the old band ruined this. The guests were great, but the old band bombing at the start soured the crowd. Wow, look at that. Can't stand the old band. Show is so much better without them. Constantly interrupting.
This is a lot of comments.
It's a lot. Let's see. Not sure how many more of these I could watch. Last night was a shit show. I mean, if I had comments like this, you'd never see me again. I'd be out. I'd be bowing out of private life.
Tony showed Jeremiah these comments and was like, wow, look, I gave you a chance.
I gave you a chance and you blew it. So I really want to make sure that Jeremiah, especially
Tony didn't take control and save that.
Wow. Let's see. Please don't ever bring the old band back. Really not it at all. Too many people on stage. I miss the old dynamic.
But I think most of the reason why it's way shittier is because it's at the Comedy Mothership and not the Vault.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of factors.
And they're blaming it on the new band or the old band.
Let's see. I don't understand Tony's approach to this show. It's about people getting a chance to do stand-up, not 3 subpar improv dorks trying to step on everything said. Tony isn't very smart. I mean, this is brutal. Brutal. And that's what you get when you cheat to win. Let's see. Why is Jeremy tagged? Okay. Let's see. Old band was annoying as fuck. This show is so much better with the new band. Again, this is a very sensitive topic for the old band and the whole KillTony experience. So please send this to that old band. Only Jeremiah, actually. The other 2 don't give a fuck. Why the heck isn't Brendan Schaub on the stage? Oh, my God. Fuck the old band. I miss the old... Okay, well, you haven't seen it yet. He's saying, I can't wait to hear it. Well, you'll see. Old band, no. Old band was trash. Please, never again. All the positive comments are just people thinking it's going to be good, but little do they know that it's the worst. So very, very funny. I love when something happens like this. Look at this one. I fucking hate those unfunny jerk-offs in the old band. Best part about KillTony moving to Austin is leaving those hacks behind. I love this. And I love how everyone's like, here's my take on the old band. They stink. Kill them. It's like, wow, you're really being clear. You know, you're really being straight to the point. Old band was a gag. Deal with it or fuck off. Okay, that's 1 for the old band. And let's not let Jeremiah think that repairs everything that we've read here. Okay. They'll be like, see, people liked it. No, they didn't. That was a retard. Yeah. Let's see if I could find one more very funny one. I really just love negative comments. Okay, that's fine. I think these are the oldest comments now, so we're not hearing. Oh, give me one more. Give me one more. Why does Tony Hinchcliffe look like he's about to pop and have a heart attack? I've noticed that recently. Dude is so red and strained looking. I'm sure there's lots of drugs and partying going on, but fucking A, man. Blood pressure looks extreme. Okay, yeah, and I have noticed, Tony's on something. I think he's doing the steroids in the booty, like they said. There was another rumor about Tony that back in the green room, they caught him doing double dose of steroids in his ass, injecting it, right? Didn't we hear a scoop like that? So I think he's taking it too far. He's trying to get too big, and he's not doing it the right way, and it's going to backfire. It's not going to work. I am steroid free. 100% steroid free. I am getting that checked out, though, and looking into that. See if I can get on the most extreme dose of steroids that could possibly be given to me. See what happens there as an experiment. Okay. Well, that is it for the old band. Give them a round of applause. The KillTony.